Hello, huge movie fanatic Nate, stopping on by, coming at you to complete my basically promotional stills and or lobby cards for the motion picture Friday 13th from the year 1980. If you guys have been watching the last several videos I've been uploading, I showcase some promotional stills, then North American lobby cards. Last video I did was Yugoslavian lobby cards for this movie, and now I'm coming at you to showcase my German lobby cards for Friday the 13th. 1980. All of these, I don't think I really necessarily said it in these recent videos, but all of these I got over the years on eBay in Minnesota during really long and depressing winters. I just, had been known back in, I don't know, 2011, 2012 and stuff like that to try to buy away the winter depression and stuff by doing some what I call eBay-ing, if you will, to buy away some of the sorrow and frickin' cabin fever that can, happen to one, like in January and February in, Minnesota. I measured these ones as well, and they measure out to basically roughly 9 inches by 12 inches for the German lobby cards for Friday 13th, 1980. First one is really cool. Unlike the Yugoslavian cards, these have a little bit more thickness and, whateverness to them. So they're not quite as flimsy and paper-ishly made as the Yugoslavian ones, but still not quite as thick and cardboardish as the North American ones I got. A very, very, very cool, just beyond classic image of Alice, of course, in the canoe on Saturday the 14th, the morning of Saturday the 14th. Gosh, when I look at these images, I just am reminded of just how much I just love this movie, and this of course being a very, very, very cool image from Friday the 13th. This one of course is basically more or less the same from the North American lobby cards. I don't know, it looks to be possibly cropped and might not see as much of it in this variant or this version as we do in the North American lobby cards. Of course, Tom Savini doing a stunt posing as the character Brenda being tossed through the window in this particular moment. Gosh, so young, so pretty. Oh, what monster could have done this? This one I absolutely love. I don't think I'd ever seen this image before from this angle until I came across these lobby cards. Look at that. This is the scene, of course, where Nettie is playing a really dangerous and kind of asshole-ish prank on Brenda and the archery range, and this is a view from basically his vantage point, which is an image that I don't think is very common. It's very commonly seen in North America, and one that I just absolutely think is just great. Being a huge fan of this movie, to be able to see this image from this vantage point is really just kind of cool. As I said in I think my last video, just being a huge fan of this movie, it'd be so cool to see every single still image and behind the scenes image ever snapped during the production of this movie. I just eat up every image that I can find for this movie. It's just so cool to see different images and different stills and all this and that. So this still this still in lobby card is really cool. This is kind of cool. We see the again, it's not a very common image here. We see it. It almost looks like a frame grab right out of the movie, but it's probably a still image, obviously, from a still photographer on set. But this is a lobby card that's not, or an image that's really not seen very much in North America. Of course, it's not being on any of the North American lobby cards, or at least any of the ones that I've ever seen. From the beginning of the movie, of course, the Yugoslavian lobby cards I showed you in the last video showcases the unseen death of the girl in this scene, and of course we see, we don't see this guy's, impalement on camera, but we see this image here in the movie as we're seeing in this lobby card, so that's kind of cool. Just like with the Yugoslavian lobby card, this one gets the color of the Jeep a little closer to what it really is, but we're cropping off some of Brenda's legs there, meaty legs. So this is the same image that's featured in the Yugoslavian lobby cards that I showcased in the last video I uploaded. The Jeep, if you watch that video, the Jeep looked a little greenish in that card, whereas this one it actually appears a little more to be its bluish color, although I don't think it's necessarily completely the color it's supposed to be in this shot. I can't tell looking at the view screen. Yeah, it seems to have a little hint of green left in it, but it's a lot less green than it is in the Yugoslavian lobby card. It's just a bummer that Brenda's luscious meaty legs are cut off in this German one. Just like this image here is also featured in the Yugoslavian lobby cards I showed you guys. The mean-spirited prank pulled on Brenda. Well, not just Brenda, but all of the kids that are fixing up Steve Christie's Camp Crystal Lake. But it's kind of, obviously the prank was aimed towards Brenda and a ploy to get a free smooch on the luscious lips of Brenda. This is really cool. This is the only lobby card I have that features this shot. It's like a shot from inside the generator room when Alice is reacting to, finding Bill's body that's basically, stuck up onto the generator cabin door. So it's really interesting. Some still photographer was just like probably hiding in the little generator cabin and getting this still as they were shooting the scene or whatever. So this is a really rare, more of a rare-ish angle as well, or a photo from Friday the 13th, and it's really cool to be able to have this full color version of it on this German lobby card. This is really cool, and Adrienne King's eyes look oh so pretty in this image. This is also an image that, this particular lobby card is the only card I have this image on, and probably the only time I've really seen this image, of course. And yeah, Adrienne King's eyes just look kind of cute. Especially cute in this particular still from Friday the 13th. Yeah, this is, something that's not going to be so amazing to us, having seen the North American lobby cards and the Yugoslavian lobby card. This seems to be one of the only ones that basically just carries through on all of them. So by this time, if you've watched all 4 of these videos showcasing the lobby cards, this image is kind of a little redundant at this point, but still cool to have it on this German lobby card. And just like with the Yugoslavian lobby card, wow, this is so much cooler on this big version of it, larger version. It seems like maybe the colors and the brightness may be a little better on this version than the Yugoslavian lobby card that I showcased in my last video. But this is psychotic Mrs. Voorhees on a rampage, bloodbath, psycho slasher trip on Friday the 13th. Yeah, if you've seen, my other videos of lobby cards from North America that I uploaded, this one will seem rather familiar as well. But that's okay. It's an image it's one of the most iconic images, as a matter of fact, from Friday the 13th, featured on the back of the original VHS and stuff. Just and I've always, just like I said in my lobby card, North American lobby card videos that I did, I've always just thought this image was just so cool, and it's just like her reacting to this arrow that whizzed right by her and is stuck into the target. Just like Camp Crystal Lake can be a dangerous place. Now this is really, really, really cool. Probably it's like one of the only Friday the 13th, might be the only lobby card I have from any country that doesn't have anyone actually in it, but it's just really kind of cool. It's almost like when they're trying to get the shadow right or whatever for that scene when Marcy gets it in the movie. It's just like the still photographer's like, that's really cool, can you just hold that there, we'll just get a still photo of this. I don't know if we're supposed to see that hard hat in the shot or not, if that was from production or what, but just kind of a cool, might be one of the only Friday the 13th lobby cards that doesn't have any humans in the shot. It's just like ominous kind of axe shadow shot. But that's the last one. I can only assume, there's quite a few of them in this. This is what the back looks like on all of them. There's quite a few in this little collection that I've got for German lobby cards. I can only assume that this is a complete set. One would hope anyway, but I didn't count, or I didn't count just now, or I've never necessarily counted how many lobby cards there are in the set. Of course, anyone watching can do that if they so choose. It's just really kind of cool. I don't really buy lobby cards and stuff like that anymore. It was just something that I kind of did like in, I don't know, 2011, 2012, 2013-ish. it's not something I do anymore. I just went through a phase where I was just like buying, you know, this original, vintage promotional material for movies that I like, particularly from the late 80s, the late 70s, early 80s and stuff like that. My drive or whatever to do that has kind of waned since. Plus I've gotten so much of I got so much of the stuff that I wanted from, the early Friday 13th movies and other movies and stuff, that it was just kind of like, well, this is, because this is all the stuff I really even want, so, you go through life and you've got, phases of your life where you've gotten desires to get this or that or have this or that. I'm glad to say that my eBaying years are kind of behind me, more or less. I really, really try not to spend any more than is really necessary these days. So thank you very much for watching this video, and as always, we'll catch you on the next one.